I'm Aaron Braswell, and in this section we'll be discussing how to identify vulnerabilities. A vulnerability can be defined as a weakness in a system, device, or piece of software that presents some variation of a security risk to that system or device, of which an attacker could potentially take advantage. Vulnerabilities are identified using programs known as a vulnerability assessment tool. Some examples of these programs are Microsoft's Baseline Security Analyzer, or BSA, GFI's LandGuard, and Nessus. Examples of vulnerabilities are unused accounts left enabled when an employee no longer works at that location, an excess of administrative accounts or administrative accounts with default names and passwords, and unpatched operating systems and or software. Software, whether it is authorized or unauthorized, will generally pose a risk. A lack of security controls can also pose vulnerabilities to the system or device. Some of those errors in security controls are things such as systems with no host-based firewall configured or weak password policies, file and web servers with no authentication, logging, or permission assigned, SMTP servers that are not located behind a firewall, allowing SMTP relays, DNS servers not using two DNS solutions, routers with poor password management for ports as well as not using SSH, firewalls with remote admin features enabled and with poor authentication, switches with poor management for ports or no port security protocol, employees not performing security audits or scenario drills, weak physical security such as unlocked doors and windows with access to network assets, no separation of classified systems, and no portable media policy in place. Common vulnerabilities associated with systems and devices come from overlooking proper configuration protocols. Misconfigurations can easily lead to opening a system to vulnerabilities. Some of the common misconfigurations are systems with no antivirus software, file servers not applying the principle of least privilege, web servers where SSL is not implemented for sensitive information, SMTP servers without virus protection or spam filtering set up, DNS servers that permit zone transfers to other than secondary servers, routers with no implicit deny at the end of the access control list, firewalls permitting traffic, for example, no implicit deny, switches not using VLANs in order to segment the network. In conclusion, today we discussed how to identify vulnerabilities in the system and gave numerous examples of how poor security can lead to vulnerabilities in the system or device, and also how configurations can make those devices vulnerable as well.